At the dawn of time, single-celled creatures emerged from the primordial ooze to colonize the Earth. The fertile soil they found was beautiful, dangerous, and wild. However, it was also super lame because they didn't have the concept of numbers with which to rate things. Now, in the year of our spaghetti monster in the sky, 2025, two intrepid brothers have come forth to solve the world's problem. No longer will items go unrated. No longer will everyday objects escape the rule of numerical law. This is Review Everything.
Hello and welcome to Review Everything. This is the podcast where we take items from across the limitless spectrum of human existence
and we give them
a number. You stole my thunder.
Sorry.
You stole my number thunder.
Your boy's Gracie.
Well, you know what? I'm going to lightning rank that a 0. How does that make you feel?
Doesn't count unless you do the voice. And
0!
It feels bad. All right. This is the podcast where we do what?
We rank everything.
What?
I mean, literally everything.
Experiences?
Items,
physical
objects,
items,
candy, things that we shouldn't have eaten. We've done a lot of things, and now we're gonna do more. But first, I'm Ashton McCauley. I'm a writer. I am a data person. I have a lot of hard opinions about things, and I like putting numbers to them. It's done very well for me in my career. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Connor from work. I am your millennial guardian. I am your touched by an angel. I am your constant gardener. I am the thief in the night. I am watching you behind your mirror. All it takes is drums to make a dance party. All it takes is kisses to make a makeout party. And I love you.
Wow. So I love you too, buddy.
No, not you, the audience. I love you as well. But I was speaking.
No, not me?
No. I was speaking to the audience there as their shepherd.
Unrequited love now. To start off the podcast, a will they, won't they vibe. Kind of a won't they vibe, if I'm being honest. Well, first of all, the topic, we're talking about things that monetized me today. And this was the topic because you said the one I suggested was too bullshit because I had two things I wanted to talk about and I just sort of shoehorned it in.
Yeah.
So we're doing things that monetized me instead. So I have one of those two things. Can you tell me, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first. Do you have a shoehorn?
No, I just use socks. For those who don't know, shoehorns are a real thing. You do it to keep shoes in shape.
I think I have some.
Now that I think about that, actually, if I'm using my socks for that, I am always running out of socks. I should just go grab them out of the shoes. Food for thought for later.
You just have old socks sitting in shoes, keeping their form?
Yeah, keeping their form. And I'm always wondering why I'm out of fancy socks. And now I'm realizing it's because all of my fancy socks are being used as shoehorns for...
Man, we already solved
I wonder how many
today.
socks are down there. This actually might be a good day. This might take me up to a 4 if I find out I have like 5 pairs of socks I haven't worn. I blow through socks, man.
All right.
I got hard feet.
My first item for today, World of Warcraft. How does that, as I say World of Warcraft, does anything happen to your body? Because as a younger millennial, I don't know if you did it. Did you do the World of Warcraft?
Oh yeah. I did World of Warcraft.
I didn't know that.
In 2 separate occasions.
Okay.
I did World of Warcraft when Burning Crusade came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did World of Warcraft when Wrath of the Lich King came out and I was in college. And I played from Lich King through Cataclysm up to Pandaria, and then I quit.
Damn. So no vanilla,
I have not
though.
gone back since.
No class. Well, classic I don't count, but you didn't do vanilla.
No, I didn't do vanilla. I came in the first expansion. I came in during the first expansion because like I was at an age where it was paying a subscription meant I had to get a credit card, and asking my parents for a credit card was not something I wanted to do. The first time I did that was not this, actually. It was Pirates of the Caribbean Online.
Which
is one of the things I considered talking about today, but I didn't have time to go play it again because apparently there's a free fan server that people run. But the real ones, no. Pirates of the Caribbean Online was a great MMO.
So World of Warcraft played a major part of my life from the ages... It came out when I was 17, 18, 19. I was younger. So, and also like a real MMO like that. I know there was EverQuest and there was Planet something, but I'm going to tell you, it was fucking magical, man. I remember the alpha or the beta vanilla, and me and like my online friends, which were my only friends, we were riding a tram together from the dwarven like stronghold into like another town. Like that experience in games I had never had. I was enthralled from day fucking one. This thing consumed my life for the better part of 5 years until I essentially either had to do WoW or finish college. And I made the good decision to finish college. but it came at a struggle. And so that's what I kind of want to talk to you about today. And it's just not it monetized. It's one of the few things that has consistently monetized me for periods of time. I think this happens to you as well. But as soon as I kind of see or feel the system, I get bored with it. And so it's actually really hard for me to get sucked into something long enough that I feel like I've been taken advantage of. Because most of the time I feel like I'm getting my fun out of it. And at some point I'll crash out.
Yeah, that definitely happens with me. Like, as soon as I start feeling like, wait a minute, why am I doing this? Like, I've been tricked into thinking I'm making progress, but it's really just a retention mechanic. That really makes me crash out quick.
So I didn't know, this was my first MMO. I wasn't new to video games, but like this style I was new to. And so what actually ended up killing it for me was the idea of an expansion. Because I got the coolest shit. Now, hold on. Let me back up. I was Kongorian. I was Manaroth's second greatest hunter. I was the Alliance's first best hunter. Do you fucking hear me? The gear that I had, Molten Core, yes. AQ-40, yes. Blackrock Spire, yes. Nexaramus, fuck yes. Was I geared in all that? Did I have tier 2? Yeah. There's even one I forgot about that had more dragons. That one was probably my favorite. Man, so enthralled, right? And then the idea that you get all these things, you make a name for yourself, that name being Kongorian, what a great name. And then you go to Cataclysm, the first expansion, and all of a sudden you're getting baby-ass bullshit greens, and they're better than your tier 2 or your tier 1, where I look like a baller. I lost it. I lost my goddamn mind because I thought I was building a life, and I wasn't building a life. I was getting monetized. And so I'll take a pause there because I have a lot of things that I want to throw out at you. But like, do you have any questions or any experiences you want to share with me from your time at WoW?
So I do think one thing we should do just before we go any further is, like, for the audience that maybe did not play World of Warcraft, what is World of Warcraft? If you were going to explain it in less than 1 minute to somebody who like has seen the South Park episode or like knows of it but doesn't know what it is, what is World of Warcraft?
Sure, it's a fantasy game that you play with your friends, and you're a character, and your character can be big and scary, or can just be like a normal white person or a dwarf. And then you get quests, and you do things, and then you get better at it. And so every time you do a quest or make a kill, you get some experience, and that gives you satisfaction and dopamine, and your character gets stronger. And so in World of Warcraft or other MMOs, you spend a lot of time like leveling up. So you start from a baby, and you become an adult. And then a lot of what I'm going to talk about today is the end game, which is all the stuff you do when you are max level and you're a badass, or you're getting monetized and you don't have anything better to do with your life. And so you do end game gameplay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and end game is like, you've beat the game, you've done all the story content, like you've lived the lore, you've played probably, 100 hours at that point to get to end game?
So my personal experience with monetization, quick calculation, 3 years, $15 a month, not adjusted for inflation, $600, right? That's a lot for a college student, for a high school student, but it's 3 years of entertainment. This was my entire social life. These were all my friends. So 15, like, I didn't even really think about that. And I'm guessing it was my mom's credit card, to your point, and I didn't know. More importantly, hundreds of hours is a joke. What WoW measured you in was days. And I had characters that had more days than a year, which means that
total days of gameplay, like 24 hours equals 1 day.
Yeah. And now I think I was logged in a lot and just kind of AFK, hopefully. But I definitely had a character
still do.
that had a year of gameplay on him, which means that was probably real life gameplay of like 3 years, playing 4 or 5 hours a day.
But like, how long would it take you to beat just the main story, no end game?
I mean, you did that for fun. I didn't even count those hours. I was like 40 hours or something.
So this is gonna make you angry. I am the person who will walk into an MMO, complete the main story, and then walk away and not do the end game.
I mean, that's cool.
Which
I guess.
probably tracks too.
I don't know why you played an MMO.
Dopamine rush, and like I like the leveling up and the getting new gear and the RPG aspect of it, and then I crash out when I get to end game, and it's like, do the same thing 500 times to like maybe get a roll of this one thing that you want. That is the part that and it's why I crashed out of Diablo. It's why I crash out of a lot of MMOs.
I have a solution for you. It's to get into a guild and do end game raiding, where you accumulate currency, and in a business-like environment, you make trade-offs on prioritization, on specializations when the loot drops, and you do that in an organized fashion using Excel. And you just buy equipment that you want because you've acquired enough currency and enough status in your guild to get that thing that you need.
Was this a currency system that they developed like on the side that was outside of WoW?
Absolutely. So
Oh my God.
let me run by you the idea of a 40-person raid where we would all log in at 7:30, 7:45 for an 8 p.m. raid. And there was this person, and I want to talk a little bit about him, in my guild, Forbidden Donut, on the Manaroth server, where I was the second best hunter, first best hunter in the Alliance, Kongorian. Our guild leader, Puff, he ran what essentially was a medium-sized business with a bunch of teenagers and or adults to get digital loot, and he did a pretty good job. And I would say it was probably my first experience in learning how not to be a dipshit and how to collaborate with other people. Because you know what? There were times we were in Molten Core and I wasn't paying attention. And I accidentally aggroed, which means I pissed off a creature that could kill everyone. And it did. And then you know what? Puff had a one-on-one with me for 10 minutes. And he was like, Connor, from work, the fuck you're doing, man? The fuck you're doing? We're trying to run Molten Core in an hour and 45 minutes. We cannot have you aggroing the hounds, my dude. He's like, get your shit together. And then he would hang up with me.
Whoa, so he would give one-on-one. This is intense, man.
40 people, all min-maxing. It was insane. I have never seen anything that more efficient. I have never been in a launch war room for a major product at Microsoft or elsewhere that had this amount of like dedication and organization and process to it. This guy, and I kind of want to use this moment to essentially, I want to find you, Puff. I want to know who the fuck you were. He would never tell us about himself. I don't think anyone from the group knew who he was as an individual. I've already run a missing persons deep research project on ChatGPT. I cannot find him, but I am using this to find more about Puff. So I have a second goal for this podcast, and that is to get to 100,000 subscribers so we can find Puff.
Yeah. Yeah, so like this is a good time to tell you, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe for the love of fuck. Like we always forget to say that. Please do it.
We're not
do
gonna,
it. But also help us find Puff, man.
Find Puff.
Find Puff.
There's a picture.
Find Puff.
There's a picture of Puff right now. He is a tall. He's wearing tier 1 hunter gear. I picture it perfectly in my head. He has long green hair. He's like a blue elf. He's a hunter, like 4th best hunter on Manaroth. Like not a big deal, but very organized and a very good leader. And so yeah, I have a couple other odds and ends.
Couple of questions.
Yeah.
1, you played Alliance? Really?
I'm a good boy. You know that.
Yeah, that doesn't track. I would have guessed Horde, but yeah, you goody two shoes.
I'm vanilla as fuck.
And then the other thing I want to ask is, all right, so we've both worked in the corporate environment. We know corporate fuckery inside and out. How do we bring WoW raids into the corporate environment?
There was a period of time where I knew people who, if they were guild leaders, they would put that on their resume. It generally did not work out for them. But I think ultimately, if you can manage, don't put it on your resume. Don't speak to it in that language. But you essentially managed hundreds of people towards scalable delivery of a finalized product. I think that's huge. And so I think just the idea that you're in it together, if work was fighting a monster together, that's how you make work better. So we're a 40-person raid in marketing, and our job is to slay that sweaty fuck Phil Spencer. 9,000 people fired today, and he still has a goddamn job? I can tell you exactly how the fuck WoW gets into work. We form a 40-person guild, and we fucking slay Phil Spencer!
I think what Connor's saying is basically we form a union. You calling for union, you're calling for...
And then...
It's fine. All right, so...
Any other cues? Or
no, I think that's good. I'm good. Tell me your rating.
All right. So this rubric for me, it's addictions. I've had a couple of these in my life, probably 4 big ones. This one I'm talking about right now. Short-term gain, first category. Oh, I broke my keyboard when I did that, when I slapped it.
So you slammed it really hard.
Oh, I broke my mouse. That's a mouse. Oh, no.
I got fired up.
Yeah, sorry. I actually am pretty fucking mad about that, about the late-stage capitalism and...
Oh yeah, no, me too. I'm mad about them acquiring every single game studio in the world and then deciding they want to lay them all off at once and cancel projects that never made it past. Like, how the fuck you know what? Fuck this. Sorry. How the fuck do you have a project go for 10 years and not show gameplay? How do you have a project go for 10 years?
Leadership failures. That's how. Who got fired? Not the leaders.
No, okay. There was literally like no leadership shakeups except for they fired the head of one of the most successful studios that they had. They fired the guy leading the Elder Scrolls Online. which is like one of their most marketable products. Like
Okay.
it makes, it's the corporate fuckery is insane.
I'm going back to rubric. Okay, calm it down. Okay, short-term gain. I graduated college. I have nightmares once a month that I didn't, and so I gave that one a 6. It was my social circle as much as it hurt me. It was also the place where I disassociated. I learned to disassociate, but I think in a much healthier way because it was actually like through people. Like I was just hanging out with people. There was no like filling my brain with everything. I was just going online with my friends into a magical world of possibilities. And that was great. Long term, this is one that because I was able to quit it, I'm actually really, as much as there were issues with it, like for example, it's one point, my now wife went to the Penguin movie by herself. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's bad. But coming out on the other side of it, I'm glad for that socialization. And I don't know if I would have made it through college without having an outlet that felt that safe and that like fun. And then, so lastly was quitting difficulty. This one was hard. I would say that the forcing function was not understanding that I lost all my cool stuff when a new thing came out. And so that killed the dopamine for me. And then with other drama going on, I was able to eke it out, but it was hard, man. Like there was lots of times where I would quit for a week and then reinstall and log in. I still check in, like it was every 6 months and then it was every year, and then it was every 3 years. But I downloaded it last year and I wanted to actually install it today to show you a picture of Congorian. I'm going to get that before we actually post this, but it was hard to quit. I would say slightly less harder to quit than cigarettes. Like cigarettes were a 9. This was an 8 or a 7.
Man.
So my total for World of Warcraft, 8.
And now this is, so it's an 8 on the scale of addiction. So 10 being the most addictive thing ever, 0 being the least addictive thing ever. Is that kind of how this is working here?
No, I mean, if you listen to me, I gave you a rubric and then I gave points to that rubric and then...
But for the category is addiction. What is a 10 in the addictions? Is that the most addictive thing?
Well, I think it's a culmination of my rubric, which is short-term gain, long-term gain, and then how hard was it to quit? And so this is just an 8. An amalgamation of an 8.
I hear you.
An amalgamation of an 8.
I hear you.
Do you? But are you listening?
But listen. Yes, I'm listening. I'm leaving space for it. If we bring another addiction to the pod, which statistically speaking we will, there's a lot of addiction running between us. We need to normalize this. So is a 10 the most addictive thing in the world? So
the way I'm thinking about it is a 10 as far as addiction experiences. This was an 8 for me. I'm not saying it's...
Answer the fucking question. Is a 10 the most addictive thing ever?
No, it's not.
And is a 0 the least addictive thing ever?
No, it's not.
What is a 10?
It's my experience. It's a culmination. It is a... This is bullshit. 3 rubrics.
Commit to it. Commit to it. Is it if you're going to rate it an 8, then the 10 needs to be the high scale for addiction, like more addicting. More addicting to less addicting. I'm
going to change this one to some life experience bullshit then.
Life experience, and you say it's no, I like it. Let's keep it an addiction, but just commit to the scale.
I wasn't my scale isn't like that. Like a 10, like I'm not talking about how addictive it is versus that's only one rubric. So I do have that in the score, right? It is a component of the score. It is a feature of the model that we're speaking to.
Okay.
By the way, feature is something that data scientists and MLSs and MLEs use to try to sound smart when it's really just another column in a fucking table.
Hey, don't let our secret out, okay? That's how I make my money.
What if we gave it a number score and then used that in the model? It's a feature.
This is oh my god. All right, so listen, if I will tell you my rating, but you have to tell me what would it mean for something to be more than World of Warcraft on this scale? Because I have to be able to rate it too.
So if it had more long-term pain and it was harder to quit, it would be a higher number for me.
Okay, so that means more addictive, basically.
In your words, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and
not for me, but for
I'm gonna say a 7.
Okay.
So do you want to average to a 7.5?
Let's go ahead and make it a 7.75.
Whoa. Just because I love where this is headed. Yeah. Sure. We'll give it a 7.75. So 7.75.
Do we have a 7.75 yet?
We'll find out. World of Warcraft notes.
Congorian
can't
second. Hey,
commit
go
to
back.
Addiction scale.
No. Can you also add Congorian, second best server on Manaroth?
Okay. Yep. Congorian, second best hunter on Manaroth.
And then hashtag find Puff.
Hashtag find Puff. Look, I'll tell you what, if somebody finds Puff, I will be willing to come back and revisit this item.
So I do have a clue, and I can add this as a clip. I know we're getting a lot of subscribers. In fact, A-Town, I didn't tell you this. A-Hole, I didn't tell you this. But on toppods.net, we're actually in the top 20 of new pods. And so...
Are we really?
Yeah.
Whoa, I mean, look, we are cooking right now. I will say that. Like, I don't know. Speak directly to you, the listener, for a minute. I don't know what the fuck
All
you
of you.
like. I don't understand it. Like, we'll throw gold out there, and then you'll be like, no, not that. I don't want that. Give me the garbage, and I will feed you the garbage. You want more garbage? You'll get
Garbage
it.
fakes.
Like, we'll just garbage straight at you.
Show
If
me
you
how
like
the
the
piggies
garbage,
do it.
you can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a 7.75. So World of Warcraft is in between Enchanted Forest and Dopamine Trips. Now, I'm gonna jump around. I'm gonna give you my first item, but I'm gonna break it up because I don't want to do 2 video game things in a row, and we're gonna have a video game thing later from mine. So instead, I'm gonna start with Tiki culture. What do you know about Tiki culture? What do you think you know about Tiki culture?
Okay. So I went to a Tiki place fairly recently. Things that are important to Tiki: high alcohol drinks, fun cups that are unique to the drink, or they are specialized. Sometimes cups can handle a couple different drinks, but it is part of the ceremony or part of the experience. Sometimes drinks that you can share across multiple people is a part of it. I generally associate Tiki with Hawaiian theming, or kind of like almost like spooky Hawaiian. Like if Hawaii went to the New Orleans is kind of the vibe I get. And then I think swinging, so having sex with the people at a table near you, is a part of that Tiki experience. Like an upside down pineapple situation. Like I think Tiki people but like not in a way that you want to be a part of.
So I don't know where that last bit comes from. I don't know if swinging is a part of Tiki culture, or if they've just co-opted the pineapple piece, and there's the connection between the pine. By the way, if you see an upside down pineapple in somebody's home, I think that's an invitation to swing, historically speaking. Interesting. Well, that is not part of Tiki culture, according at least to what I have read on Wikipedia and what I've been reading about the Pacific Islands.
Vanillapedia.
So Tiki culture. And I mean, really, I'm going to talk about tiki bars because that's what's monetized me here, not just tiki culture on the whole. But like, basically, there's a lot of American soldiers and stuff that went to the Pacific Islands and brought back this this amazing view of like, oh, there's this great culture, these beautiful things, and it's so laid back. And then they decided like, well, we should fucking monetize the shit out of that, and we should.
Can I get some putos? Can I get some putos?
Yeah, you get multiple.
I
putos.
call that.
You were
I
very
call that.
right on. You were dead on about everything.
Thank you.
Except for the swinging. So, like all things, when we go to other places, right, we want to bring them back and Americanize them. So, like in the 90s, there was this rash of tiki bars that opened up, and you were correct. The tiki bars are just like establishments that are heavily themed on the inside. So that is something that really gets me. Because we know that I like indoor themed spaces already. And my first experience in one of these was the Tonga Room in San Francisco. Have you ever heard of the Tonga Room?
I have not.
So you go into this normal looking office building and you have to take an elevator, and it goes up like 20 something floors. And then the elevator opens and you walk through like a normal area. And then all of a sudden you're in this Polynesian themed area that feels like it's outside at night. There's a big like thing of water in the middle of it where there's a floating barge that bands play on.
What?
And yeah, and they will serve you like crazy ass drinks, and as a kid they'll serve you, non-alcoholic versions of those drinks. But here's the crazy thing, like the minimum price for these drinks at a tiki bar is like $18. Like bare minimum, at least in the Seattle area and Bend. We actually went to one in Bend where I think the minimum was like $20. They're highly alcoholic but fairly small. Like I drank one, and I drink cold drinks very quickly.
Same. That's why I don't get cocktails, yeah.
Yeah, so I drank it very quickly. I ended up having 2, and it's like, well, there's 40 fucking bucks gone. And then they had like kind of mediocre food, and I actually left them a review that I was like, hey, I'm not paying $22 for a cocktail that's like this big. And the owner got back to me, and they said, we locally source all of our ingredients. And I was like, you local source the triple sec? Like, what? Are you gonna try and tell me that you have like organic limes and shit? Like,
was this you as a kid? Is this after
this
your
is me as an
Vindaloo
adult.
trip?
This was me actually drinking shit.
Was this on Yelp?
No, it's on Google Maps.
I don't
I'm
know
a
how
local guide.
I'm gonna have to check. I don't know if I'm on your side on this one.
Here, let's find it. Let's find the review. The
sounds
place
like
is
you're
called
being
Rapa Nui in Bend, Oregon. Let's see. Rapa Nui Tiki Bar. I bet I can find my review. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, it has 4.2 stars, which is a death sentence on Google Sard. So this is Rapa Nui Tiki Bar. Let's look at some photos here.
That's dope. That's dope
fairly
as hell.
fairly themed, very cool. Let's look at some. I mean, but these are the drinks.
Wait a second. That's not a cool cup.
No, there's nothing. I mean, this one is. This one's really cool. This one's on fire. I love that. This one's cool. But you also don't know which cup it comes in. And this makes it look a lot cooler than it is, to be honest. Like there's some really cool pieces of it that are awesome. There's their liquor shelf that they locally source. I don't think Hendrix is locally sourced. Just gonna call that out. But okay, so my review, and this is hilarious because I'm just gonna call myself out right now. It said incredibly expensive for what you get. 3 stars.
What did they say?
I have 170 reviews with 345 photos. By the way.
Okay,
I
okay.
use Google Maps fucking heavily.
Okay.
They said, thanks for taking the time to give us your feedback, Ashton. All of our cocktails are made with juice that has to be pressed daily, along with our homemade syrups and most have close to 2 shots of booze.
Wait, that's
This
it?
is the traditional way of making classic tiki cocktails, and with that comes a little more price. I hope you enjoyed your visit and give us another shot.
Okay, I think so here's my opinion. You need to calm your shit down because what I heard from you is very different than this response. This feels very respectful. They did not say they were getting the alcohol locally. They weren't getting London gin from the toilet.
You're right.
Seattle.
You're right. That's my review, and it's fair. Look, it's not as bad as I remember, but in my head, like it was more expensive than any other tiki bar I've been to. And like this is the point of this whole thing, right? Tiki culture has monetized me because I like these things and I will pay for these cocktails. And I wish I wouldn't. But
Wait, why? How often do you go? This is fun. This sounds like a great experience. Yeah, it's an expensive cocktail. You
That's
do it
true.
what, twice a year? Who cares? The place I went to was Tiki and Niki, but they had good cups. The cups at the place you just shared with me fucking sucked. This place
Yeah.
actually had pretty much like a special cup for every drink. Like you could not get the monkey's balls drink if it did not come in a cup of a monkey with 2 big balls.
So, okay, I didn't think too much about my rubric for this beforehand, but like tiki culture appropriation pretty high. So it's going to get a 2 on that. Like don't love that. And I've been reading this book called How to Hide an Empire, which is all about basically like all the territories in the United States. Yeah, this guy doesn't like books, but all the territories in the United States and how we fucked them over throughout the years. So like stealing tiki culture from people and monetizing it for ourselves feels bad. So 2 out of 10 on the appropriation. Like not the worst appropriation, but it's bad.
Yeah, come at us too. If you don't like us talking about it, like fuck off. Like 30 people will watch this, and if you're going to get upset and comment because we're not being super jacked about Marines coming back from Polynesia with tiki bar drinks, like...
So, okay, so appropriation 2 out of 10. Did this successfully monetize me? Yes. I'm going to say it's only a 7 out of 10 because it doesn't monetize me that often, but when it does, it gets me good. And for like actual enjoyment of that monetization, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 because like drinking like a frothy coconut drink out of a giant coconut with flaming skulls coming out of it, that's in a tiki environment. Fuck yeah, man, I'm into that. Yeah. So
I thought you were doing
any cues?
I have one question for you. So the Great American Holiday of the 4th of July is coming up. Not as good as the 250th birthday
That's true.
of the Army, but we have the other one. And we are watching ID4. And for you people out there who don't know what ID4 is, that's Independence Day with Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and
Bill Paxton
from Twister. He's in it, I think.
maybe I don't know.
So
Cut it.
So, if I bring a giant goldfish and I make us a 2 to 4 person drink it will be blue. It will have weird things in it. It will be fun. Will you finish this drink with me?
Oh my god.
During the movie, I am bringing us a tiki drink, a multiple person tiki drink. It might be set on fire. It may have things floating in it. It may have like surprises or prizes or games in it. I don't even know yet, but are you like, what do I have to do to get you into this 2 to 4 person drink in 2 days?
So you're gonna have to heavily theme it because you know me and drinking, like it really like
They'll be
because of my
okay.
arthritis, it fucking hurts. Like the punishment's real.
So there'll be over, okay, let me lay out the guidelines. There'll be over 3 points of theming, not including the cup itself. Okay. And probably more, but I don't want to commit to that. So at least 3 unique themed things. It will be high quality ingredients. It will not be sugar packed. And if it is, it'll be more on the aspartame, like calorie free side of it, mostly for me.
So you're trying to give us the shits, is what you're saying.
No, not that. Not like sugar free gummy bear, but like I'm not going to make it like we're all going to get headaches. We're just going to get really drunk and then get headaches. Not like sugar headaches. What if there's a spaceship in it? What if it was ID4 themed?
Oh my god.
What if I got a Will Smith action figure and he was floating in it?
Yeah, deal. Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know if I can get... Hold on, I need to go to Amazon. Can we stop the pod? I have to see if there's any, because sometimes you have like 10 minutes. Okay. I'm jacked about Tiki drinks, man. Hey, real quick, I sent you a picture on Discord.
Yeah, also, we should just go to the Tiki bar before we watch Independence Day. That seems easy enough.
Yeah, is there a Tiki bar in West
Yeah, that's
Seattle?
what I was talking about, the one by the bowling alley. Yeah. Here.
Okay, let's do
I'm
that.
gonna share this picture here.
Check out these cups.
Those
They have
are-
a drink.
Those are nice.
They have a drink that comes in a Spam.
Wow. I like that a lot. I like this one too in the middle. That's good shit right there. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, look at that Moscow cup.
Mm.
It's a submarine. I'm
I
into
want
it.
to drink a Moscow Mule out of a submarine cup. I just want that for home though.
Did you point us already, or did I forget?
No,
because of
I gave you my rubric. I didn't give you my final points. So my final score is going to be a 6 for Tiki culture.
I like Tiki culture. Oh, you know
Well,
what?
I guess I should tell you what category it is too.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this one. Let's see. Let's call it generic consumables
feels like a-
experiences. What do you think it is?
Special treasure?
No. Well, I'm
It is
gonna
con-
put it in life experience. That's our catch-all category. It's something I've experienced.
I feel like this is consumables.
Okay, all right, consumables, and we'll call it specifically, Tiki culture. It's consumables. Are you okay with a 6? Do you want it to be higher? You want it to be lower? Tell me your thoughts. The scale's out of hand.
Can we see what other consumables we have? We have none.
None. We have none.
We should have had some.
Nothing has been.
No, it's because Blooming Onion we changed. All right.
we changed Blooming Onion
No,
to
no, no,
special
just-
or
hold on,
mystical
hold on.
artifacts.
This is vibe based. Okay, the vibes feel okay with 6, man. I feel okay with 6. I feel okay with 7. I feel okay with 5.
All
like the vibes, we're in the vibe window.
Appropriation, but the drinks are good. Nice.
I think it's appropriated by people with little mustaches like I have right now. That's what it feels like.
It does, yeah. Like dad, like 1930s dads love this.
Yeah.
All right, hit me with your next item.
I'll hit you with it. Hot and square. My second item today, Ashton McCauley, Data Boy. Oh no, this one I didn't want to do. Okay, this one legitimately, I try to find fun things or like things that are kind of like edgy. I'm such an edgelord. This one just makes me feel bad. And I wanted to skip it. And as soon as I got that feeling like I didn't want to bring it, I was like, I got to bring it. And so my second one is being monetized by failing at learning guitar. Learning guitar, playing guitar is my white whale, my albatross, my Jackson 5. It is something that no matter how much money I spend on it, the money for some reason doesn't actually equate into talent. And by talent, I mean doing the thing such that I can do it again. And so I'm going to be honest with you. Guess how many guitars I have for someone who can't play guitar?
Wow. Okay, so I am somebody who can play guitar,
I know.
and I have in this house 1, 2, 3. So 4. I have 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess 5. Yeah, I see. I know. You know what? Take it back. I see 3 behind you. Are you counting ukuleles?
Including ukuleles, I have 3 ukuleles. I have 3 guitars. 2 of those guitars are over $1,000. One of them
My
is over
God.
is over $1,500.
What the fuck?
The third guitar I have is a carbon fiber camp guitar that lives in my adventure van that was $300. Guess what else I have spent on? I have purchased multi-year subscriptions to over 3 services, many of which are running concurrently that I don't use. So there's a Harmonex one, there's the Gibson app, there is Musician, and at times in my life, in the last year, I've had 2 of them running. And so cumulatively, I've probably spent $4,000 just in the last 3 years on the dopamine it gives me and the idea that in one day I'm going to be able to play the guitar. But you know what? Do you know what it takes to play guitar?
Long ass time?
Yeah, like dedication to sit down and do something poorly over and over again and maybe get incremental gains. And that is not something my brain's built for. And it is honestly one of the most frustrating, and I don't know if I have another word, nothing has been this hard for me. Everything comes easy. I am a white man. I am double special, okay? I am smart and I have ADHD and I'm able to harness it most of the time. I am privileged. And this fucking thing I cannot do. And what sucks is that I know if I spent the time, because I've seen the progress when I've done it consistently, even for small bits of time, I know I'm capable of it. And it just bothers me that I can't. So I'm going to stop because I have a lot of energy right now. And I'm a little bit sad. And I've been a little bit open with you. And
Yeah.
so do you have any questions?
Well, first of all, I received that, and hey, thank you for bringing this item to the pod because it is very interesting, and I know multiple people who have done the same thing, and I wonder if it's sort of like learning languages, where like if you don't do it young, it's really fucking hard to pick it up as you get older. And
Yeah.
I cannot imagine taking on a new habit where I have to be bad at it all the time as an adult. I think that's why I could play guitar, is because I had I had the confidence of being a teenager, which says like, I'm going to play this riff 17 fucking times and it's going to be the coolest fucking thing ever. And it's literally, I think I played the opening riff to Smoke on the Water for like 50 hours, and my parents had to listen to it through the basement. Granted, my dad's a musician too, so I had to listen to him practice Cheap Trick 2 nights a week and blow out the power when I was trying to play Call of Duty. He's actually really good. So like,
no, I know, but Cheap Trick.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they love.
That's how he uses his talent.
Yeah, I mean, what
did it steal a guitar from the Beatles?
He didn't steal it. My dad does have a signed bass guitar with all 4 Beatles signatures on it. It's pretty fucking wild.
Does he have an alibi for when John Lennon was killed?
Oof, that's a good question. Dad, come on the podcast and tell us. Where were you when John Lennon died?
Hey, it's fucking time. All right, you've avoided this long enough. Get your green ass down to the pod studio and let's talk about you killing John Lennon for his guitar, and then you kiss Yoko Ono. That was her name.
I have been bleeping his name every time we say it because it's so fucking identifiable. Okay, so anyways, all that to say, like, I can't imagine starting it now, so I feel for you. My question is, what was it that made you want to pick up the guitar and say, I'm going to learn this?
I have always been, like, jealous isn't the right word. I have always admired people who can play instruments. I think it's so foreign to the way that my brain works, and I think there's good reasons for it. Like, I don't think I'm made to play instruments. I think the amount of focus you need, it almost, like, to be really good at it, it flips to the other side of whatever neurotypical thing that I have is, which is like, I'm looking for the next thing, and there's like, I can't unfilter. And so, like, as much as I'm trying to focus on my fingers, I'm like, I am Manaroth's second best hunter, man. I am the Alliance's first best hunter. You've seen me play the finals, play peak. Everything that we do where I'm using the dexterity of my fingers and my spatial awareness, I am excellent at. I am 10, 20, 30 times better than you are, Ashton, and you are very good. And so I don't know what
it's true. I can't even argue with him. He's very fucking good at first-person shooters. It's ridiculous. It's fun to watch.
And so the idea that I can't translate that into it mostly just makes me feel bad, because I should be able to do this, and like, I am mad at myself and my own brain chemistry that I struggle so much with getting good at this thing, because being bad at stuff is so foreign to me, which sounds super privileged, but it really is. Like, it's so hard.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, look, I get that. I get that to my core. I feel like there's something out there. Like, if I hadn't picked up 100 fucking hobbies as a kid, maybe like there's plenty of things I've dropped along the way. But to get you out of this headspace, I want you to come on a journey with me, all right?
Tell me on a journey.
So you're in your Sprinter van, driving out. You've got the carbon fiber guitar in the back, and it's snowing hard. It's snowing really hard, and then all of a sudden you realize the drifts are getting too high to be able to get out. You're going to have to stay then, because the snow is forecasted to last for a week. So you're stuck in a snowstorm, and all you have in your van is this carbon fiber guitar because you were going somewhere and somebody else had the food, not you. How is this thing going to help you?
Well, I mean, I have excess diesel, and the Westbos diesel heater I have is crazy efficient, and so I'm probably good.
Well, so this storm,
I cannot eat for a week. It
just keeps going. The storm keeps going. In fact, it's nuclear winter, because while you were gone,
you're telling me
we
more
got
than
a little frisky with the nukes, and so now you're stuck in nuclear winter, and all you have is this carbon fiber guitar. How does it help you in the snowstorm? Snowstorm wrought by our tepid politicians and their hot habits.
Did you say tepid?
Tepid.
Okay, I'm not just okay. Cool. So I would say that the carbon fiber isn't a joke. This thing should have broken, not from me using it, but from being in the van and like falling, like being like crunched up against shit. And so I think this is probably the best weapon I have in my vehicle, honestly. Like, I don't have a baseball bat. Am I concealed carrying in this situation? Because I'm really into guns. And so
I need to hear how the guitar is going to help.
It's carbon fire. I go outside and I fucking smash a rabbit's over its head and I eat it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, that's solid. All right, give me your rating.
Okay.
That's all I needed to know.
Here's my rubric for failing at learning guitar / disposable income. My rubric is dopamine hunting. We've talked about this before. A dopamine acquired. This is peak, spend money, feel good. In fact, the expensive Les Paul I have, that is a Les Paul Tribute. Sorry. So it's only like in the $1,600 range and has like a matte starburst finish. Now I just started looking at it and I forgot.
You're doing your rubric.
No, I know that. Fuck you. So dopamine acquired. Yeah, man. Oh, so this was what I'm going to say. So sorry. So this most recent guitar I have, the $1,600 one, I bought when I was doing my last offsite that I knew. So I was international traveling for work. I knew I was quitting this job in a month and a half. It was the most miserable experience. My senior leader stole my seat. She told me she didn't have fun hanging out with me. Like, it was the weirdest fucking trip. And so, like, one night in Madrid, I was like, I need a guitar or I'm going to blow my goddamn brains out. And so I bought another guitar. And so dopamine acquired, 10 out of 10, saved my life. Dopamine used effectively, 0 out of 10. This is one of the most depressing versions of like buying something with the purpose of like learning or growing. I'm usually pretty good about that. This is one where I get mad when I look at these guitars every time, which goes to my last category, which is shame. And this is 8 out of 10. My caveat being, I am powered by shame. I am a shame engine. I only do things because of shame. And so I still see opportunity in that. I see a gift as your millennial guru, your ayahuasca tea ceremony, a shaman. I think that's okay. And so sometimes if you're powered by shame, fucking lean into it. I'm going to learn guitar because you know what? I'm a badass bitch. I'm a king. I'm a short king with big feelings. And one day I'm going to play those chords, baby. Maybe even lead guitar. And so my total is a 6.
Yeah, done. Excellent. All right. Last item.
I don't know how. This one should have been quick.
Yeah, it's like there's no bloomin' onion. Like, okay. My last item for things that have monetized me, it really ties into World of Warcraft, is battle passes.
Oh, hey, just real quick. So I know as a person in the gaming sphere, data, what is a battle pass? Like, what is this thing? It's a thing that's in some video games. Like,
Yeah.
What is a battle pass?
So battle pass, like it started with Defense of the Ancients like a while back, and it is this it's basically a retention mechanic, and it's to get people to keep playing your game. And what it is a series of rewards, often cosmetic. So it'd be like little hats for your people, maybe a chimp suit that you can wear around to fuck around with your friends. Like I do that in the finals quite a lot. It's pretty fun. It'll have like little drops of currency, and like the early passes, they would drop the currency in there. So the idea is like, say there's like 100 levels that you have to complete. If you complete all 100, you get enough currency to buy your next battle pass in a lot of cases, or at least buy part of the next battle pass. But the trick is these 100 levels take a fuck ton of time, and you need to be on like daily for at least probably 2 hours, bare minimum on a lot of these battle passes to complete it.
I'd also throw in that some of the rewards encourage you to engage in the other commerce. So you're given it's like marketing where you get a $5 gift card and then you buy a $40 thing, right? And so the battle pass, you'll accumulate 250 wiener bucks, but then it takes 10,000 wiener bucks to get the wiener costume. And so I'm like, fuck, I got 200 wiener bucks. Might as well just
it's a lot easier to buy that remaining.
Yeah.
And that is because there's a thing in the games industry where it's like, it's known that once you make your first purchase, like you are so much more likely to make a second purchase. Like getting people over that first purchase hump is huge. And battle passes capitalize that in.
You know what's weird is that that came from gambling.
It did come from gambling.
Weird. Okay.
Weird. It gives you more currency because once you do it, you're more likely to do it again. And the idea is to get you to monetize. But battle passes also do something else that's tricky, and they use FOMO, fear of missing out. And most battle passes are on a timer. So you have to complete them within a season, which is usually around 90 days. And once that 90 days is gone, if you have not filled out all the tiers of your battle pass, it goes away. And you cannot earn those things again. Some games are now turning around and letting you do that. Like the finals, a game we play a lot, is letting you go back to old battle passes. But the FOMO is big because it keeps you engaged in the game.
In a negative way, that makes you feel bad and sad that you're missing out on things. Not fun and happy to play with the game. It's like, I'm not going to get these goddamn butterfly shoes if I don't log in on Tuesday.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I've actually had a change in the way I think about this recently because I've always kind of gone in eyes open. Like I'm a data person, right? In the games industry. So I see this and I'm like, I know what's happening.
Look, from the outside, 90% of my thinking is how do I monetize people, mostly teens? No, seriously. I want to monetize, confuse, undermine, marginalize, monetize. That is a core principle to me.
Yeah, how do we do that with this podcast?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, we need the American Excellence T-shirts with the bloomin' onion on it. That's how we start.
I thought it was Mana Feast Destiny.
Mana Feast Destiny is also really fucking good. So these things broke my brain, and like
Wait,
at
you
first,
said you had to change it hard on it.
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
getting
So,
that?
so
Okay,
that's this is leading to it. But like initially, I was like, I've my eyes open. Like I feel productive. Like I kind of get what it's doing. I would not finish battle passes pretty frequently, and I'd be like, I got my money's worth out of it. It's fine. I'm paying the devs because most of these are on free to play games. And I recently had a shift where I'm just like, wait a minute. This is completely fucked the way I play video games entirely. When I was a kid, and part of this is due to the fact that there was less video games back then and they were more expensive. Like, but I would sit and play James Bond Nightfire, which was a James Bond first person shooter, with my friends split screen for like hours on end. And it had like 10 maps, and we'd play the same 10 maps over and over again by ourselves, no online, no nothing, because we were enjoying it and we wanted
no
to do
new
weird shit.
outfits. Like,
Yeah, no outfits, no unlocks, no progression, nothing. Just like pure chaotic fun of doing the same thing over and over again. And what this has made me do is like now I don't want to play games that don't have progression. I don't want to play games without the dopamine hit because then I'm not progressing something. And
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. Like I want to be able to go play a Mario. Like Nintendo still does this really well where like their games don't really have this in them at all. Their base games are just like, yeah, it's fun because it's fun. And I have a harder time doing that
And
now
it can
because
be
Battle
over at some
Pass has
point.
fucked up my brain. And I
Yeah.
hate that. Like that makes me really mad. And then the other thing, like speaking to the fucking 2000 layoffs, the 20% of Xbox's workforce they let go today, battle passes and hats and cosmetics, in my opinion, made the industry more volatile because they pushed more games into a free-to-play market. And what free-to-play means is you have to develop a game that you're going to give to people for free, hoping that they buy something. And if they don't, then you're out on your ass because there was nobody paying a box price for it.
Well, not only that, you're not hoping that they buy it for free. You are spending a shit ton of money on marketing to get an initial download. And then you are pushing gambling-esque behaviors to them to try to get them hooked. Like, there's numbers out there, but people don't buy cosmetics until they're engaged. And so, like, there's a window to get this person's fucking brain locked in the way such that they will buy that next thing. And then you have this concept of whales and others. One of the things about our shared experience that I found super fascinating, and we'll probably have to cut this out or bleep aspects of it, but for like a 3-year period that we were at a big company, it really only was feasible because we got a 30% cut on the things we look at every month or every week to see how the business is doing. It pretty much was split into and everything else. And so to have an entire fucking industry to be fully dependent on shit coming from another studio because they own the platform, insane, not tenable, not sustainable. And so I'm fucking angry about battle passes. Ashton, as much as I love playing games and wearing skirts with you, what do we do about it?
Well, I mean, here's the thing too, is like we play the finals and it has a battle pass and we buy it every season and we complete it almost every season because like, A, we love the game. The game's fucking amazing and we want to support the devs, but I don't like, it's basically what we've taken is the subscription service that you had on WoW, and now we've made it optional.
Worse, yeah.
Yeah, and like it means so we'll have to cut a ton of shit about Fortnite, but basically like when we were working at a big company, as much as I enjoy a good battle pass, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. I think it's a 0. I think that battle passes have really fucked us up in a way that like it caused me to have an existential crisis about the way I play video games. And I love video games. I've like dedicated my entire career to video games, and battle passes made me have an existential crisis. So my personal ranking for them is a fucking 0.
I would love to give you power right now, Ashton, a power that you haven't really welled. Like you've tried to imitate it, but I want to Shazam grant you the power to do lightning ratings, and I want you to take ownership of this because I am 100% with you, and this gets an instant 0. There is no qualification, there is no rationalization, there is no fucking spreadsheet. This is a deep 0 in the bowels of hell, and all I need you to do is both your and yell Connor, and then do lightning rating.
Connor, lightning ranking 0.
0 out of 5.
0. All right. And look,
that's a pod.
I am putting it in the spreadsheet though. I'm doing
no,
that.
good. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Battle pass is 0. I'm gonna put tech fuckery. It's definitely in tech fuckery.
Yeah.
And then layoffs, monetize me, bitch. So that's that.
Do you want to pick something happy while we breathe?
Yeah, let's do that. Things that bring me calm.
Ooh, I like that. One more?
Things that bring me calm.
Are you doing the breaths that you do shorter in than out so it physically makes your heart go slower? Did you know that?
I do box breathing.
Oh, what's that?
You inhale for 4, hold for
Mhm.
4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and then repeat. It really helps.
Hey,
Yeah.
love all of you. Love you, Ashton.
Yeah, love you
And-
too, man. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. Share us with your friends. Like, sharing is caring, and that's how we get more listeners, and we'll keep doing this.
And like Tiki drinks, sharing is caring because you're
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.